Very high temperatures are forecast once again today in the Lowveld, where much of the area sees maximums exceeding 35 degrees with another very humid day across those areas. Along the south and east coasts, a cold front pushes through, windy conditions expected across those areas, as well as wet weather settling in. Cooler conditions also spread in over the western parts of South Africa, while in the east, although it's going to be very hot, it starts off sunny and later on in the day, scattered thunder showers develop in the late afternoon and evening. 4 alerts have been issued today by the South African Weather Service. The first is for very rough seas, continuing from Table Bay through to Port St. John's, wave heights exceeding 4 meters across the area. The second warning is for extremely uncomfortable conditions into the Lowveld as well as northeastern KwaZulu-Natal. The first watch is for a likelihood of severe thunderstorms over the southern portions of KwaZulu-Natal, especially in the afternoon and early evening hours. And finally, a watch for a heatwave persisting over Gauteng and the eastern parts of the northwest province. A closer look at today's rainfall, where there's still up to a 20% chance of light showers for parts of the west coast today. Along the southern and east coasts, on the other hand, up to a 60% chance of rain is forecast, spreading to eastern KwaZulu-Natal later on. And north of this, thunder shower activity is forecast, isolated for Gauteng, but scattered for parts of Limpopo, most of Mpumalanga, and across the western interior of KZN. Dry conditions for the Northern Cape. A hot afternoon, especially over the northern parts of South Africa. 34 degrees for Pretoria and Mahikeng, 35 for Mbombela. Further south, with the cold front moving through, we're expecting temperatures to be quite cool actually for this time of the year. 22 for PE and East London, and all the way down to 19 for George. Coastal conditions for the rest of today, where we're expecting a windy afternoon along the west coast, especially Alexander Bay, up to 55 kilometers per hour. Swell heights average between 3.5 and 4 meters. Further south, moderate southwesterly winds dominate. We're expecting up to 25 kilometers per hour for False Bay. Swell heights, on the other hand, will be rough, with an average height of 4.5 meters and coming in from the southwest as well. Windy weather dominates along the south coast of the country, as well as a chance of rain between 40 and 50 kilometers per hour, but even exceeding that at times for Port Elizabeth, and a heavy swell up to 5 meters is forecast. And finally, along the east coast of South Africa, those southwesterlies push all the way through to Richards Bay during the early afternoon hours, up to 40 kilometers per hour. And in terms of the swell conditions, light for KwaZulu-Natal between 1.5 and 2 meters, but reaching up to 3 meters in East London.